Hey everyone, welcome to my first How I Tried To video, which is making an MV, or I suppose short OC animation in a week. And before you say anything, yeah, it's not perfect, but you know, this is a baseline, so it can only go up from here. I'll post a link to it at the end of the video too, so please check that out. Now, is doing this in a week time frame a bad idea? Probably, but you know, next time I try, I'll just be a little bit more knowledgeable. As you may or may not have noticed, I don't really have any knowledge of animation principles, and the timings are a bit random, but to be honest, all of my animation knowledge has come from hours of playing around with Flipnote on my DS as a kid. So please don't take this as a professional how-to video, it's more of a how I fumbled my way along kind of vibe. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoy it. Right, so first of all, I decided on a song. In my case, I just knew I wanted to make an MV and I wanted it to be copyright free because I'm still figuring out the YouTube laws on this stuff. So if anyone knows about using copyrighted music, please let me know in the comments because I don't know. But I know Good Kid allows their music to be used and I've seen a lot of people try it out, so honestly, it was a no-brainer, and when I listened to Cicada, I already knew this was going to be the one. After listening a few times, I already had an idea about the story in my head, so you can see these absolutely diabolical sketches here. I also decided at that point to throw two of my characters I made previously for a webtoon in here, because why not, and it also meant I didn't have to think about the character designs too. But if you are making an MV, I suppose this would be where you would design the characters. Now, I say actual sketches, but as you can see here, it's actually still really messy and basic, but I was basically trying to time everything to the music and I did my best to eyeball what would look good or not. But to be honest, some parts are still a little off, but as you know, I didn't have much time and I was currently dying in the brief UK heatwave, so my mushy brain was like, yeah, no, it'll be fine. Just a few more days to go. Actually, day 4, I decided to quack myself and use today to make all of the 3D backgrounds, getting all of them from the sketches. I had 28 to make in total, so I kind of sped run this, but I clearly went for the more avant-garde look. I promise I could do better looking stuff on Blender. I'm not gonna lie though, some of these screenshots are kind of a vibe. No? So I wanted to see if I could just use them as is with a bit of editing at the end. I didn't really have time to redraw them all, so I had to draw fast, so it's a bit messy, and also I had to use the circle people, like these guys, for some parts to speed it up. Well, I said 7 days, but the colouring took a little longer than I thought, and I added a filter in the editing part, so technically 8. Who's counting? Look what I made! Look! Look at it! Remind me to have 2 weeks next time and not do it in a heat wave. And finally, what have I learnt from this? And what do I need to practice to make next time better? Ta-da! Definitely learning how to animate explosions and just animation in general. Anatomy too, and obviously my backgrounds. So look out for those kind of videos. Also, just to know, I don't know why I forgot to say it earlier, but I ended up only doing half-ish of the song because while doing the actual sketches, I was like, no, it simply cannot be done. And I use Procreate Dreams. I have some things I like about it and some things I don't, but for this project, it was the easiest choice to work with. And I accidentally made it on 24 FPS, which was fine for some parts, but I should have done 12 FPS. But you know, you live and you learn. I really enjoyed making this MV though, and I hope you enjoyed watching. we'll have to come back to this in a year or two and see how much I've improved. I didn't want to make this video too drawn out, but I hope you like watching my process. I'll see you in the next video.